The most common bus crashes happen. Common accidents. The most common bus crashes often happen at intersections. Use caution, even if a signal or stop sign controls other traffic. School and mass transit buses sometimes scrape off mirrors or hit passing vehicles when pulling out from a bus stop. Remember the clearance your bus needs and watch for poles and tree limbs at stops. Know the size of the gap your bus needs to accelerate and merge with traffic. Wait for the gap to open before leaving the stop. Never assume other drivers will brake to give you room when you signal or start to pull out. Which is not correct about brake and accelerator interlock systems? Use of brake door interlocks. Urban mass transit coaches may have a brake and accelerator interlock system. The interlock applies the brakes and holds the throttle in idle position when the rear door is open. The interlock releases when you close the rear door. Do not use this safety feature in place of parking brake. When driving a bus that has an emergency roof hatch, roof hatches. You may lock some emergency roof hatches in a partly open position for fresh air. Do not leave them open as a regular practice. Keep in mind the bus's higher clearance while driving with them open. Make sure your bus has the fire extinguisher and emergency reflectors required by law. The bus must also have spare electrical fuses unless equipped with circuit breakers. If you are a rider on a bus, the standee line. No rider may stand forward of the rear of the driver's seat. Buses designed to allow standing must have a 2-inch line on the floor or some other means of showing riders where they cannot stand. This is called the standee line. All standing riders must stay behind it. At bus stops, at stops. Riders can stumble when getting on or off and when the bus starts or stops. Caution riders to watch their step when leaving the bus. Wait for them to sit down or brace themselves before starting. Starting and stopping should be as smooth as possible to avoid rider injury. Occasionally, you may have a drunk or disruptive rider. You must ensure this rider's safety as well as that of the others. Don't discharge such riders where it would be unsafe for them. It may be safer at the next scheduled stop or a well-lighted area where there are other people. Many carriers have guidelines for handling disruptive riders. Name 3 things that should be checked to be in good working order before driving. Vehicle systems. Make sure things are in good working order before driving. Service brakes, including air hose couplings if your bus has a trailer or a semi-trailer. Check your parking brake. Steering mechanism. Lights and reflectors. Tires. Front wheels must not have recapped or regrooved tires. Horn. Windshield wiper or wipers. Rear vision mirror or mirrors. Coupling devices if present. Wheels and rims, and emergency equipment. You have completed the learning phase. You will now begin the testing phase. This quiz will test your knowledge on passenger endorsement information. If you score an 85% or above, you are ready to go to the DPS office and take your test for this section. Good luck.